sugar, spice, and everything nice. These were the ingredients chosen to create the perfect Powerpuff game. But Warner Bros. Interactive accidentally added an extra ingredient to the concoction. Short development time. Thus, Powerpuff Girls Relish Rampage for the PS2 and Gamecube was born. In case you are unaware or had a shitty childhood, the Powerpuff Girls was a show that used to air on Cartoon Network from 1998 to 2005. The show centered around three young sisters who have superpowers as they were born from a weird lab accident. They help keep the city of Townsville safe from a large amount of bad guys, while also dealing with life and its issues. The show is actually surprisingly good. It was a mix between cute girly stuff and brutal superhero action, mixed with some good writing. Therefore, the show still holds up pretty well in my opinion. Then, in 2016, it was rebooted. Powerpuff Girls turned into an abysmally bad show with an unhealthy dose of memes.
Wait, no me gusta!
Ha 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 ha! I used to think memes were so funny. Then I took an arrow up my fucking dick hole. But I'm getting off track. We're here to talk video games. Powerpuff Girls Relish Rampage came out in 2002 for the PS2 and again in 2003 for the Gamecube, to a relatively meh reception. There's a fucking car. It's election day in Townsville and people are getting ready to vote. Which is weird considering there's only one candidate, the mayor, but you gotta vote, it's your civil duty to vote, and if you don't vote, you're un-American, boy, and we don't like no commies. And you get a free pickle. Sounds good to me. Is that some democracy I smell? Oh, it's just a monkey. My bad. For those unfamiliar with the show, the monkey, aka Mojo Jojo, is a bad guy. He's like the Joker to the Powerpuff Girls' Batman, so to speak. And yeah, he's a monkey. But here in Townsville, more options to vote for are not tolerated. I mean, I suppose it's because he's a supervillain trying to use mind control to gain votes, but come on. No one else decided to run for mayor? This city is a goddamn dictatorship. And this tiny man will kill anyone who tries to oppose him. Or it's just a dumb kids game and I'm reading too much into it. Sadly, this is all I managed to gather of the story, as the cutscene had some severe audio issues.
Mojo Jojo, supervillain and running for mayor of Townsville. A town vote for Mojo. The vote for is a vote for evil geniuses everywhere. With subsonic neuron, transonic neuron interference, mayor voters may to Mojo voters, resulting in my winning the election. Allow me to demonstrate. Vote for Mojo Jojo. Jojo with your friends. Everybody, awesome Mojo Jojo.
The first thing you'll notice after the game starts is just how nice it looks. It really captures the art style of the show, and albeit simplistic for a game, I kinda like it. Some of the character models look a bit off, but still, I kinda like it. As I said before, Mojo Jojo has decided to run for mayor, and to ensure his victory, he has stolen all the ballot boxes and turned a bunch of citizens into monkey people. So the mayor gives us the mission to place new ballot boxes, filled with pickles for whatever reason, around town. Alright, a nice little mission to help us get used to the town and its locations. I can dig it. The flying itself is pretty decent at first. The girls go where you want them to, and with a reasonable speed. I am, however, a little annoyed that you can only fly at 3 different heights. Like, why? Say I need to fly into an area blocked by a fence. Instead of just flying over the fence, I have to fly all the way around and through a building. Why? Did the Powerpuff Girls get scared of heights or something? Flying this low only makes me bump into cars, it's ridiculous. But alright. I placed all the ballot boxes. Time for the game to start for real. Oh hi Professor, you look...
Girls, bring me one of those helmets, but be careful. My copter radar's picking up evil activities nearby. I'll transfer the exact coordinates to your wrist computers now. Hurry before the transmissions begin.
What's that? Another mission where we fly around the city to do stuff? This is where the game's problems really start to appear. Every mission is either flying around the city to place things, flying around the city to get things, flying around the city to destroy things, or flying around the city to fight bad guys. Very repetitive stuff. And of course the combat sucks. You can use different attacks depending on how many bottles of Chemical X you have picked up. But there really isn't any point to that. Most of the combos it's required for suck or don't work. My method for dealing with enemies were either staying close and punching them, or keeping my distance and using my laser. Usually a mix between the two. But be careful, because your life bar depletes faster than an anime fan on prom night. The missions are also not made any better by their time limits. These time limits can be a real pain in my ass, as the game sometimes give you just barely enough time to make it without any fuck-ups. Look at this, it's less than 1 second left. And remember how I said the game was nice to look at? Well, forget it, because you'll be spending most of your time staring at the minimap instead. So you do the same mission 20 times, then you go beat up Mojo Jojo. Day saved.
Did I at least win the election?
Nope, you lost big time, sucker.
Well, that seemed a bit short, but alright. Pain is best when not prolonged. But no, there's another story. About fucking alien pickles?
There's an alien invasion, Core!
Alright. Maybe the game actually starts getting good here, and nope, same shit as before. You know, the thing that really irks me is that this game had potential. It's an open world Powerpuff Girls game, and it's not made by Ubisoft, so you'd expect it to be good. But the flying is just too limited, and the city feels more like a bunch of hallways than a city, and it's just a real shame. But to its credit, the writing seems to be pretty damn good. That is, when the game isn't glitching out.
We said, but you just can't beat a free pickle.
Free pick-up! All the people account for water!
But the mayor really gets on my nerves. He's completely incompetent, selfish, and nags about everything.
But if I lose, what'll people call me? I mean, I've been mayor for so long, it's like old hat. Hat! If I lose, I have to give up my mayoral hat!
And although that is true of his character, it's a lot more annoying in the game than in the show. Let me explain. The mayor is funny in the show because his dumb antics are at the expense of the girls. In the game, however, I am the girls, meaning it's at my expense. I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, Powerpuff Girls Relish Rampage is nothing short of a disappointment. The art style and writing is good, but you need a bit more than that to carry a game, like good gameplay, which is something this game sorely lacks. Still, it's probably better than the 2016 reboot.
It starts with one thing I don't know.